Hello, my name is Paul Kidder, and today my topic I'm going to present to you is personal protective equipment for structural firefighting. The definition of PPE given by the Occupational Safety and Health Administration is equipment worn to minimize exposures to a variety of hazards. Some examples of personal protective equipment, or PPE, include gloves, foot and eye protection, earplugs or earmuffs, hard hats, respirators, and full body suits. Personal protective equipment imposes a barrier between the user and the working environment around them. This can create additional strains on the user and impact a person's ability to carry out work and create significant levels of discomfort. Workers must take these limitations into account and not wear their PPE incorrectly. Incorrectly wearing PPE can place workers at risk of injury, ill health, or death under extreme circumstances. PPE for structural firefighters. The structural firefighting ensemble consists of a protective coat, trousers, a helmet, a hood, boots and gloves, and a self-contained breathing apparatus, or SCBA. Structural firefighting PPE allows firefighters to enter burning buildings and work in areas with elevated temperatures and with toxic atmospheres. Turnout gear, it's what firemen refer to as their protective coat and trousers. It's comprised of three separate layers. The first layer is the outer shell, the next layer is the moisture barrier, and the last layer is the thermal liner. The outer shell serves as the first line of defense against flames, cuts, and abrasions, and it makes up about 25 to 30% of the total thermal protection of the ensemble. The moisture barrier is the inner liner behind the outer shell, and it consists of a liquid film barrier that is laminated to woven substrate material. Its primary purpose is to protect the wearer from moisture, which could lessen the thermal insulation of the system. The thermal liner, it's the layer directly in contact with the user's workwear, and it consists of a durable layer with a face cloth material stitched to a non-woven insulation. The thermal liner with the moisture barrier make up to 75% of the thermal protection. Firefighter helmets. They're manufactured in several different designs and shapes. Uh, the outer shell, or the hard outer shell, is lined with an energy absorbing material, and also the inside has a suspension system to provide some impact protection from falling objects. Firefighting gloves. They must provide adequate protection, but also allow for manual dexterity so that the firefighter may, you know, do fire suppression tactics or tasks. The firefighter hood. Hoods provide firemen additional thermal protection for the whole head and neck, except for their SCBA facepiece covers the face. Firefighting boots. Structural firefighting boots are made from either rubber or leather. They consist of a heavy sole with slip-resistant design and also a reinforced toe to prevent injury from falling objects. The SCBA. There's two main types. The first type is open circuit, which is typically used for structural firefighting, and it's a tank of compressed air which supplies the user with breathable air, and it's exhaled out into the atmosphere. The closed circuit system, SCBA, recycles the user's exhaled air, and the recycled air moves through scrubbing material, which removes the CO2. Then more O2 is added from a compressed canister, and these type SCBAs are used for like coal mining rescue operations or in cities that have tunnels. Structural firefighting PPE importance. The CDC released a study that the more hours that firemen spend in toxic atmospheres from fires, the exponentially likelihood of they'll receive cancer later in life. Wearing PPE properly and regular cleaning and maintaining it is the only protection firemen have against the likelihood of cancer down the road. The limitations of structural firefighting PPE. It's not really easy to don or put on. It's comprised of several components. It's very heavy and it counts for about 50 pounds of extra weight. It also traps the body heat of the wearer and it decreases the firefighter's sensory abilities. In conclusion, for these reasons, firefighters must become proficient at donning and training with PPE on a regular basis.